Hey folks, TV's Kevin Lanigan here. So we had some technical and personal and professional difficulties in the recording of this episode, and we ended up with about an hour of pre-chat before Daddy Host was able to make it, and then Jace's computer died in the middle of recording. So congratulations, welcome to this. I didn't want to throw out the audio because I think it is fun. Jason and I are having a fun conversation. So we'll call this another of our famous annuals. This is our second annual, AMS annual number 1. And well, this would be number 2, like poop. And we'll be back next week to actually finish Mythic Quest Season 2. But we had some trouble. Jace is actually back. There was always going to be a weird little learning curve. There was always going to be some funky shit when we haven't recorded together in this long, and Daddy Host is taking care of the kids on his own. It was always going to be that way. You know what I mean? So anyway, enjoy this. It cuts off abruptly while I am talking about Sam Raimi's Darkman. I will probably, just slow fade that out or something. You tell me what I did. What did I do? Oh. And it was like that? Oh, okay, good. Anyway, fucking enjoy?
I haven't seen you since the play.
Yahoo! Recording here on Cast, and then I'm also gonna start recording on Skype.
Let's do it.
We are rocking and we are rolling, and we're trying out this new thing called Cast, and it will hopefully record our 3 separate audio channels. It's gonna be great. And we're trying out new things. It's spring, love, and spring is the time of new things. Spring is the time, you're cleaning out, you're making changes for yourself. The winter, you kind of huddle up, you kind of isolate. But it's time to get back out there. It's time to try new things.
Spring
new things
is...
like that new doctor you were talking about. You were trying to talk to me about Doctor Who.
Goodness,
you were trying to talk to me about this guy who flies around in a phone booth or something. I don't understand it. But everybody seems to love this fucking guy.
I love
And sometimes
Doctor
it's
Who.
a lady.
What?
And sometimes it's a bird.
It's a bird.
Sometimes it's a gal. It's a skirt. Yeah.
I'm really excited about the announcement that Nkuti Gatwa is going to be the new Doctor. To have a black queer man is very exciting.
I didn't know he was queer. That's great. That's a great touch on it.
Yeah, you gotta watch Sex Education, babes.
Listen, there's a lot of fucking TV out there. I know,
but it's a good one, babes. You gotta watch it.
Everybody fucking loves it. But I'm only a little bit into Secession. I'm only a little bit into For All Mankind, Russian Doll, Barry's coming back. We got Hacks coming back. I also have had 2 concurrent podcasts where I have to watch TV shows and talk about them, so that eats up a little bit of time.
Yeah, you're doing a lot. You're doing the whole thing.
I'm doing a lot, and I'm about to start adding more. Sex Education I know is one I need to get around to. Everybody loves it. Birds.
It's
blokes,
good. It's really good. I want to keep. I got to catch up still on it, but no, it's a great freaking show.
Yeah, people say it's good. What is it, 3 seasons?
Something like that. I don't know actually.
It better be a reasonable number of fucking episodes. If I click on here and they're 13, I'm done. Let's see.
Done.
Sex.
Is that too many or is that too few?
That's too many. That's not. I ain't watching no 13 episode season. That's not true. I watch all kinds. Oh, it just started auto playing. It didn't really give me a chance to look at all the episodes. There's now a commentary of season 1, episode 3 of Sex Education. It looks like 8 episodes a season. That's not so bad.
All right. Yeah.
Someone was writing something. I guess someone else who uses this Netflix account had watched 2 episodes of Sex Education, and they didn't care for it because they stopped. they were like, this far, no further. Right, but you got this Doctor Who fella.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Have I watched all the episodes that have come out? Yes, I have. I am caught up.
Of Doctor Who?
Of Doctor Who.
Who?
I am actually up to date with Doctor Who. They haven't released a bunch of stuff in kind of a minute.
No, it's been a second since Jodie Whittaker.
Since Jodie, but also
Jodie,
but also Peter Capaldi. Like that season was a little difficult to get through. By the end of Matt Smith, I was a little tired of getting through it. TBH, but I did it because just something about it kept me going.
I exist on the outside of Doctor Who, but I am on media spaces on the internet, and consistently, like, what I've heard, essentially since I've been aware of Doctor Who, which is about 2011, is that, like, the people who are playing the Doctors are consistently good, and the writing has been consistently not good. That is my understanding of, like, second half Matt Smith into Capaldi, into Jodie Whittaker, is like good performers, rough everything else.
It wasn't working for me. I don't think Moffat is a great showrunner. And then it switched over. The showrunner switched too. I can't remember her name. Yeah, when Jodie came over, it was a new showrunner, wasn't it?
I asking the wrong bloke.
I can't remember her name. There was a different showrunner. She came along with Jodie. She did. I saw more of an effort. I saw something. It was there. I was intrigued by it, but it seemed like it was chasing something instead of trying to be its own thing. I don't know, which I honestly would probably blame any sort of production company over a showrunner for something like that, especially if it's like, well, you're the first women, so like try to make it like, I don't know, like I got the sense that something got in the way of the image was my take. I'm very fucking excited for Russell T Davies to be the new showrunner again, because that guy knows how to make a sci-fi season. That guy knows how to just drop little hints and not make it some big, like, jump the sharky reveal every single time. Like, I'm really excited about that. And so, we shall see.
We shall see. According to Google, he is often described as a genius. So, I mean, good for him. If that shows up when someone Googles your name, I mean, you know, all the respect. God bless. He wrote something called the Sarah Jane Adventures, which my understanding is that is a Doctor Who related property. Okay.
I have not watched it.
It looks like every British show I've ever seen in my entire life. It is shot. I don't know what cameras they have in Britain, but every show looks like this, and no show produced outside of the UK looks like this. I don't know what default setting they have on their cameras and software, but Britain produces an entirely unique image for their television shows that is not replicated anywhere else in the space of film or television. It's bizarre. I cannot explain what it looks like. I think it's like digital, but it's like really smoothed out, and it has like it's sort of pastel colors, but they flattened them out. There's no contrast, but it's bright contrast, as opposed to like American film and television, which is usually like dark gray, no contrast, but it's like all bright, evenly lit, no contrast. Nothing in a British television show casts a shadow, which I find fascinating. It's a shadowless world that they live in. Sorry.
No, you're so fine. I'm just trying to, like, I'm also very high.
Oh, sure. So that is making my my treatise on British television production a little difficult to deal with. Sure.
No, it's not even difficult to deal with. I'm like processing it. I'm like, yeah, no, that, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, they do look like that.
No,
it's like
I get it.
It's like a slow person at like a stand-up comedy set. It's like someone is like, okay, yeah, women do be shopping. All right, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
sounds good.
Yeah. Oh God, hold on. Whoa. Someone just messaged me something I have to... what is happening? Usually I have my phone, like, firmly placed on the other side of the room by now, but, like, something's in the water
Something's
today.
going on. It's okay. Hey, listen. Through the power of editing, I can remove all of this. Amazing. Unless it's juicy and you want to share it.
No.
Unless it's freaking juicy. All right, I'm just going to stare at some video game storefront pages here. Gonna just like stare at some available preview images of various video games. Oh, it seems interesting. Oh, all right. You can play if you have Xbox Game Pass for PC. You can play Dragon Quest XI for free. That game is 110 hours long, so that's a pretty good free offer, I gotta say.
What's this called?
It's called Dragon Quest XI. I have played almost all of it. I've played literally like 100 hours of this game, but I got to this point where it's like, okay, I'm obviously fighting the final boss. And then 20 more hours of game happened. And then I was like, okay, I am obviously about to fight the final boss. Let me do a quick Google of what level they recommend I be at, to engage in this fight, right? Because even though I'm playing on a low difficulty, I don't want to deal with that. And after 100 hours of playing this game, I was 20 levels under-leveled to do this fight, and I have not touched the game in 5 months. Because I'm like, I know what awaits me is just a grind fest among grind fests. I am just going to have to farm a million fucking little goobers until I can fight the final boss of the game, and I'm just not at a point where I feel like doing that. It will probably be like 3 years and I'll finally finish Dragon Quest XI.
I've been struggling to like actually even play any video games recently because they're just so daunting.
Well, you've been in rehearsal.
Well, I've been in rehearsal for sure, but like also like even on my like when I'm not doing anything, I'm just like they're daunting. They're huge.
They're so long. They're such an investment.
Big.
I groused at 24 episodes of Sex Education, but like playing a video game, it's like, well, I could watch all of Sex Education in the amount of time that it's going to take me to complete the Guardians of the Galaxy video game that I started a couple days ago. So like why? And that is a relatively short game. It's such a time sink. If you want it, this is for our listeners out there. If you want to get anything done ever, do not learn how to play video games. Do not acquire the equipment necessary to play video games. That is my number one, young podcasters, young filmmakers, young screenwriters, they come up to me and they ask, Kevin, what is your advice? Because you are obviously so successful. What is your advice? And I say, don't own video games. Don't possess the ability to play video games, and you will be 100% more successful than I am. That is my guarantee that I make them. And then I charge them $39.95. Because I did give them advice, and that's not free. Okay?
No,
like, I know my value. I know my value.
I know my worth. I know my label.
I know my worth, and that advice is worth $39. If you listen to this, listener, you owe me $39.95.
You owe me $50.
I have the information. I will send out those fucking Venmo asks. Okay, because it's time. It is time to collect. You've gotten a lot of free hashtag content on this very podcast. Okay, hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, where's my paycheck, y'all?
Where's my fucking paycheck? Okay. I'm not even talking about patreon.com/TVs, Kevin. I'm talking about I need checks in the mail. Listeners, $39.95 for everything that I've done for you. And that Jace has done for you. And that Caleb has done for you.
All of us.
All of us.
$39.95 divided by 3 people. Do you know how much that is? Not enough.
We will not be splitting these checks. 3 individual checks per listener.
At least 3 of you must be sending a check in the mail right now. Before we even publish this. Actually, this is like a very strange wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey Doctor Who kind of moment right now.
I expect it by the time this episode uploads next Thursday. Okay? And if I don't have a check for $39.95, I want you to feel guilty. I want you to feel legitimately.
Here's the deal. You listening right now on Thursday. I'm talking to you right now. Yes, you. You're shaking your head. I see you. Yes, you.
I see you.
You should feel guilty because you didn't send us the check yet. And you had that weird feeling in your head, which is happening right now in the real world.
It's mid-May. You probably have your tax return.
Do you know where your money is?
Do you know where your money is? Do you know where your check is? Because Uncle Sam just sent you a check, and why not send your pals the Greendale 3?
Some Greendale Green.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. I think we need to see that cheddar.
I've made a strong and triumphant return to the podcast.
Absolutely. This is something that we're extorting our listeners, which everyone loves, to be actively confronted when they're listening to a podcast. And listen, it's time to pay the piper, okay?
Hey.
There's no such thing as a free lunch. That's what they taught me. And they were right. There is no such thing as a free lunch.
Damn. I hate capitalism.
Damn, but I love profiting off of it. Which I have not done. Which I have yet to profit.
Yeah, I'm like, we are not.
I am operating at a loss. My personal company is in the red.
I am not a capitalist. I do not benefit from this system. I am exploited by said system.
I am exploited. Therapy is expensive. Please send me a check for $39.95.
Jesus Christ, therapy's expensive. Please send therapy money.
That is why I have not done it in like 7 years since it was covered by my college tuition. Because it's so expensive. But I'm back.
Kevin.
Yes?
You're back?
I'm back.
Okay.
We were at a point, but like I couldn't fucking afford it.
No,
for
yeah.
so long. That's why I'm not
I'm
into this online culture of like, men will never go to therapy. I'm like, most men can't afford to go to therapy. I understand that, like, yes, it is also a social thing, but also, most men can't swing those extra hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single month. Most people, right? Absolutely.
No, it is. It's.
I want everyone to go to therapy, but even more so, I want everyone to be able to go to therapy, which most people who really need it is outside of their access. And I was finally like, fuck it, I'll find $300 every month. Like, I need to go
$300?
back.
That is not how much I'm paying. Oh my god.
It's like $240. It's not covered by my insurance at all. It's see, it's very expensive.
I mean, mine's not covered by my insurance either. I don't. No, it's not. But I mean, no. But at the same time,
we can talk about therapy hookups later. We can talk.
This doesn't need to become a therapy podcast. The moral of the story is, if you have access to it, go to therapy. If you don't have access to it,
I will try and help you build a more equitable society so that you are able to.
We're fighting for you. We're rooting for you.
We're rooting for you. We're doing our best.
There's
you do owe me $39.95.
Send money for therapy
send money for our therapy, and potentially antidepressants. I think I would like some.
I'm gonna go. You know what, Kevin? I feel like I should start going out and panhandling and just have a little cardboard sign that says "Will Podcast for Therapy Money."
We'll podcast for therapy. We'll podcast for free. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that sounds good. You'd be a hit. I think you could be a viral sensation.
You think so? You think I could be like Naked Cowboy famous?
Sure. I wish that for you. I wish you Naked Cowboy fame. I would definitely. I think you can outpace, like the Iron Man and Minnie Mouse combination that hangs out in Times Square. Mm-hmm. I believe in you for that.
Good people. Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, they're good. They're good folks. We're good friends. Me and Times Square Minnie Mouse.
Last week.
Listen, they're very interesting people. They live fascinating lives. Don't let them touch you. And don't touch them. Okay? I bet they get touched all day long. Don't touch them.
Don't touch them.
We are not out of the pandemic. Do not touch Minnie Mouse. That was not
what I was saying. Oh my god.
Do not touch Minnie Mouse. Ever. In any context. They did not ask you to.
I guess the...
Yes.
I don't know why. I'm just thinking of how I'm thinking about the costume characters, and I'm just like, look, if you think you see Spider-Man, no, you didn't. He's actually around the corner. You're going to see him in 5 minutes. That's the real Spider-Man. And then once you see the real Spider-Man, no, you didn't. The real one's around the corner. You're going to see him in 5 minutes. No. Are there a million Spider-Mans? Yes.
Yes.
It's been confirmed. This is actually canon now. And
There's
New
so
York
many.
there's so many.
You've seen the films, the multiple multiverse
the documentary films produced by Disney.
So you know there are
media?
many.
Yeah,
you know there are many Spider-Men.
Yes, there's several. Several.
There are too many Spider-Men. I'm gonna kill all the Spider-Men.
What is this?
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh,
when he auditions for the play Too Many Spider-Men. And then honestly, that is one of the most precious. People talk about like, wow, this show looks like a 30 Rock joke, but like we are living an Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt joke with too many Spider-Men. There's just like, that's 30% of all films now are about how many Spider-Men can you put in a film.
Yeah.
We have not yet found the limit of how many
No.
Spider-Men
People
you can
apparently
put in a
not
film.
tired of even when the spiders aren't great. They like the spiders.
Damn, get him. Yeah, apparently people.
God.
I love this collective moment where like everyone tried to convince me that we all liked the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, and I was like, no, we didn't. I was there. I remember talking to all of you. You didn't like those movies.
I distinctly remember. I actually really liked the first one, and I didn't even know that they made a second one.
Yeah, that's how much no one cared about it. And then, like,
no, it
people
wasn't
are, like,
impactful. It wasn't huge for
people
me.
are blowing up theaters when he appears. People are like, I can't believe he's back. And I'm like, you all didn't like him the first time. Whatever, it's fine. Everyone live your life. It's chill. You're all fine.
It's all, yeah, there are no new ideas. It's a little nanners. It's a little bananas.
Yeah,
But,
there's no new ideas, and people are like hand-wringing is like, this Doctor Strange film is too violent. And I'm like, come on, y'all. Come on.
I have not seen any of the people talking about it.
Oh, okay. Good for you. Stay out of the discourse, baby.
I mean,
Stay
when
out
it
of
is
the
eventually streaming somewhere, may I watch it? Possibly. Who knows?
Possibly?
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I've not
intrigued.
heard enough, like, oh, this is so Sam Raimi. Like, I haven't heard enough of that to convince me to see it.
That's the thing, is I would want to watch it because Sam Raimi. But
exactly. But I've heard it's very compromised. And I'm like, no. I want full Raimi. I don't take half Raimi. I want the full Raimi. Okay, not just the tip with Sam Raimi. I want the whole hog Raimi is what I want.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Sorry.
Yeah. It was interesting. I put on Moon Knight. And I think I watched,
tell me about it. I've not watched a frame.
I think I've watched the first episode and a half, maybe first 2 episodes. Oscar Isaacson, is that his name?
Yes, that is him. You got it.
He's
got it in one.
I did it. Fuck yes.
Fuck you.
I think he's a great actor.
Good actor. Indisputable concept.
Indisputably, like factually,
he's a good actor. I don't know if he's good in everything, but like he is a good actor.
No, I think he's, from what I've seen, I enjoyed his performance. I couldn't get a grasp on it just yet, because as we've seen, I think their biggest flaw for all of these recent endeavors has been pacing. They just don't know what they're doing anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Because
so
they're like everything must blow Endgame out of the water. It's like, it's not going to. Stop trying to. Like,
it doesn't have to.
Bring us back to that first Iron Man movie. That slow ass pacing.
Just make
a movie.
Just make or a show. Just make a movie. Just make a show. If you're making a 6-episode show, that's great. Make a 6-episode show.
Look,
structure it so that it makes sense to be 6 episodes. You know what I mean?
Did they get kind of close with WandaVision?
That was the closest they've gotten.
That was really close, because I was like,
and I'll say
sick, yes!
that was a little ambitious. You know what I mean?
It was ambitious, and I want them to keep being ambitious like that, because they're the people that should and could.
Yes. But like, so Loki, for example, a terribly paced show.
It was. I was intrigued by it, but the pacing was disorienting.
We don't even meet like the central emotional figure of the show until episode 3, which I think is a mistake when you're structuring a 6-episode show. Like I feel like that was the wrong call. It's we spend 2 episodes with Owen Wilson, who is not that important to the rest of that show. It's just structured wrong.
I mean, here's the deal. If you're gonna pace it and structure it like one giant movie, your release schedule should be all at once.
Interesting.
Because it's about the intention of watching, right? When you release a full season on Netflix, people are not consuming it 1 episode at a time. They're binging it.
Sure.
Now, if you have something where you're saying, hey, we want something really major to happen in Act 2, which would be episode 3, approximately.
This is part of the problem of structuring 6 episodes of TV like a movie. is that they wait until episode 3 for anything to happen. And I'm like, no, y'all, a pilot. Let's remember that we are making TV here.
Yeah, but so the thing that I wanted to say about Moon Knight, though. No. These were great conversations.
So sorry.
The thing I wanted to. Oh, so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
The thing that was so
no, excuse
great,
me.
Not great. The thing that was intriguing about Moon Knight to me, though, was I'm hearing F-bombs.
Oh, really?
I don't think I made that up. I'm hearing there's definitely F-bombs, right? I'm not crazy.
I haven't seen a frame. I have no idea. I have not. I am fully out of MCU. I've checked out of the hotel. I am no longer enjoying my stay. I will see Thor because of course, and I will see Guardians, but I don't know what else is gonna get me out of bed.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's see.
Are you looking up like a transcript?
No,
Control F.
I just said Moon Knight cursing, and headline popped up. Said Marvel fans.
He's cursed by, Khonshu.
No. He says Marvel fans think they heard Moon Knight drop an F-bomb in latest episode. And I was like, okay, so I did think I heard that, but I'm trying to see.
But they think, but like what? No one's confirmed it. Like it's a rumor. I'm just gonna Google Moon Knight say fuck, and I'm gonna see
Moon Knight say fuck.
Moon Knight say fuck. I'm gonna take a Marvel fans.
I don't know. There was
radar.
something about it that felt like a little bit darker in language.
Tried to sneak F-bomb into the show. I am not seeing a. I am seeing a Twitter account called Let Moon Knight Say Fuck, which I support this Twitter account. I support this Twitter account. Jace, have you seen the Moon Knight comic where he calls Dracula a fucking nerd?
No, I didn't know Moon Knight was a character until they started talking about the Moon Knight series. Like that was not a character I was familiar with. Well, I didn't read Marvel comics. When I got into comics, I read basically exclusively Batman and like Bat Family, and then occasional spin-offs with like young sidekick, Young Justices type stuff. And then I very quickly switched over to a lot more indie mags or like non-superhero, I should say, comic books. And then I started reading a little bit of Marvel at a certain point, but not a lot. There wasn't any, like...
Yeah, well, he's not like a major guy.
No.
You're not like, you're not a fake geek for not knowing
you're
goddamn
a
shit
poser,
about Moon Knight.
dude. Yeah, you're fake. What is this picture?
Yeah, you're fucking fake, dude.
I know you're here, Dracula, you big fucking nerd. Where's my goddamn money? Wow! That is exceptional. I'm saving this. Oh.
That is, I will say, that is a fake. That is not a real comic, but it is the greatest fan edit of all time.
I could have told you it was a fan edit, and I am so good. Pleased. Oh my god.
But it doesn't matter.
Save.
It's amazing. It's not really working as my background. I tried so hard to make it my background. It's not formatted properly. It's not. It's wrong size. But goddamn, it's funny. Where's my fucking money?
With the cross in the back. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I love it. I love it deeply. This is, of course, Advanced Media Studies, a podcast where we aim to talk about every piece of pop culture ever created, including Moon Knight fan comics, 1 week at a time. You join us now at the temporary finale of our mythic pod quest. I am one of your hosts, TV's Kevin Lanigan, and I don't remember any quotes from this episode. This is a frequent problem we have encountered while covering Mythic Quest in your absence, is that like the funny episodes we can't remember at all. The dramatic episodes are like so impactful and beautiful. This show should just be a drama. This show should just be a drama, an anthology drama set in the world of video games. It would be very effective.
That's fascinating, because like the one episode that I did see that I kind of enjoyed was the COVID one, and I was like, this is a drama.
Yes, it's a good drama. Did you watch the one after that where they do the LARPing, where they do the fight?
I'm not sure I did.
They do like a fantasy battle episode.
The shaved eyebrows thing.
No, that's the same COVID episode. I don't know if I did see the one you watched. That. Oh, okay. So yeah, you have not seen literally half of Mythic Quest.
Past that, I've been busy.
Well, that's okay. Well, as we have discovered in our sojourn, I am joined by one of my co-hosts, Jace. They use they them pronouns.
I didn't even introduce myself.
Welcome.
What's up, everybody? I'm Jace. I use they them pronouns.
Nope.
I'm back.
Whoops!
I
You're out
gotta
of practice.
It's been a minute.
You're out of practice, darling.
Hello.
You're rusty.
Yeah, I use they them pronouns. That's fun. Isn't that cool? Isn't that
Isn't that neat?
Wow. Isn't that so strange? Yeah, I couldn't tell you a quote from this episode because I have not seen this episode.
You have not seen it, so you've not seen literally
No.
half of Mythic Quest, which I want to go on the record and say
Thank you.
that's
I appreciate
fine.
that.
That's okay.
I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't think I'm gonna go back and watch it.
You know? Well, we might cover season 3.
If season
you know what?
3 happens,
I will give you.
I will go back and watch it.
It is happening. They are almost done filming it. I will say that there's really only like 3 episodes from this season that you need to see.
If you
don't
gave
mean
me like a
that
pair, if you were like just watch these episodes, I would do that.
You literally just need to watch the middle of the season, but I don't mean that in the way when anime fans tell you to skip every episode that doesn't advance the main plot. I am literally telling you to skip the plot episodes because there's 3 really good dramatic episodes in the middle of this season. Just watch those because they're good TV, not because like you need to get caught up for Mythic. It's Mythic Quest. You can pick it up. I believe in you, my friend Jace, that like you could fill in the gaps of what has occurred.
I don't need to be playing the completionist
absence.
game today.
No, I am fully uncompletionist. I have given myself that grace of like I am no longer going to consume media only for the purposes of being caught up, and I give you that grace as well.
I think that's the greatest thing that I gained from my first beat 'em up like video game, right, on a console was Batman Arkham Asylum, because I learned very quickly that I was not trying to ever be completionist because there's no way I was collecting all those Riddler trophies.
No, Jesus, I mean, no disrespect to anyone who is listening who collected all of the Riddler trophies in Batman Arkham Asylum. I mean, do people just like not have sex anymore? I don't like, can you imagine? And once you get to like Arkham City and Arkham Knight where there's like literally thousands.
No.
I can't even imagine. And then you see what you get for collecting all of them and you're
That's
my God, that's 20 hours of one's life to get like a shitty boss fight against the Riddler. Yeah. I don't support it. If you've done that, listen,
I mean,
honestly,
it's
we've all been
impressive.
depressed before.
Like,
I
it
get
is kind of impressive that you've done that.
Is
but
impressive.
At the same time, it's like, damn, I could not do that.
It is at the same time, like, can I buy you a puzzle? You know what I mean? Can I buy you a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle?
I don't know. I mean, if it brings you joy, it brings you joy. You know, who might have like tell you not to do that?
That's fair.
But
I'm here.
I'm the bad guy, I guess. Okay.
I'm not here to make friends.
I don't know. You were saying like just get laid. And I'm like, look, I didn't do that, and I'm not getting laid. So clearly, yeah.
Hey, me neither. Hey, woo. Hey, listen, the dating apps aren't cutting it, so if you have a parasocial relationship with me and you want to shoot your shot, now's your time. DMs are open on every social media platform. I say go for it. I say live your truth.
My God, Kevin.
And if you give me a check for $39.95 and DM me asking to go on a
Kevin,
date,
this is the wrong platform.
Congratulations, you got yourself a date.
Apparently.
I guess I'm looking for OnlyFans, but I'm here to interact with the fans. I feel like OnlyFans, I don't know, maybe I have a bad conception of what that website is. I feel like you just look at pictures of hot people. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love when I'm not wrong.
I mean, there's details to it, but no, you're not wrong.
No, I mean, it's fine. I'm sorry. I'm being comically dismissive. I'm not dismissing anyone. For the love of God, if you want to collect all the Riddler trophies, that's fine. I need to drop my bad boy persona. It's an act. It's a character I put on the podcast. You can do that if you want to. I literally don't care. You would be astounded how little I care about whether or not one collected all the Riddler trophies. On a positive or negative way. Don't show me that you did it, because I won't be impressed. But also, I won't dismiss you out of hand for doing it. It's a great system we've worked out, and everyone's happy.
There's just so many Riddler.
We just have to keep vamping until Daddy Host shows up. I know there's so many. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. How many Riddler trophies in the Batman Arkham? I almost typed this into the podcast recording website, and that would have been bad. How many Riddler trophies in Arkham? I'm going to say franchise. How many Riddler trophies do you need? Great. Riddler trophy. Jesus Christ. The Arkham.
What's the number?
I don't know. On the Arkham City wiki, they're labeled as the Arkham Asylum Incident, and I'm like, just call it by the video game's name, you fucking nerds. I'm sorry. And it's not even listed. You useless fucking nerds. You absolute useless fucks. I hate you. Just stop treating wikis like they're canon. You're making. Sorry. I had therapy like immediately before this. You know, in an interesting sort of emotional place. Therapist wants me to write out all my pent up grievances with my dad, and I'm like, I don't have time to write a novel this week, my dude, my good man. I don't have time to write a full ass book. Okay, it's I don't know. Why is this so hard to find? What's wrong with you nerds? You spent all this time. Catalog. Whatever. I'm upset. I guess we're made of nothing but time, and I can edit this out.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little stony.
No, it's okay. I don't know why there isn't just like a website that says, here it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd think that would be...
You'd think that these fucking nerds...
would
just have this.
I know that they do it because I am that fucking nerd, you know? Like, I know shit that nobody needs to know. I don't know. Although I am not the nerd that actually puts stuff on the internet, so I can't get mad when people actually do anything.
Yeah, that's interesting though, right? Is that like, we all use these resources constantly, right? But like, I've never met anyone that contributes to them. So it's almost like there's like an elite group of archivists who are out there, like, and that's what they do. They resource these wikis. Because, like, I've never contributed to one of them. I don't know anyone that's contributed to one of them. So, like, there's almost these... as much as I slag on these nerds, there's almost these, like, beautiful preservationists.
I'm genuinely so enamored with the idea of open source information. And especially, absolutely, I mean, like, with these wikis, like, you go in, are they editable? Yes. But there's an incredibly rigid structure of sourcing involved. And and it's like, Wikipedia articles are complex, and, like, who knows if they're accurate, but their sourcing is the best. That's where you can go and you can find some good stuff. And it's all because people who know things or know where information is work together to make sure people know stuff.
And that is, like, legitimately beautiful to me. That is one of those... the internet can be such a noxious fucking place. I think so much of it is so bad for our brains. But then you find these, like, crystalline things that you're like, this is beautiful. That there is an ongoing archivist project, or like you know, in more of my neck of the woods, the like lengths that people go to on the internet to preserve films that are in the public domain or are in tricky legal situations, so they are not accessible to the public, and the lengths people go to keep them preserved, to keep them accessible, is legitimately, like, you're doing the Lord's work.
That's anarchy right there.
Yes. Yeah. Like, you know, places like, you know, Internet Archive is one, but there's like a film archive. There's all kinds of different specific ones. And like the work, like, if Nintendo is not making a classic Nintendo game available to buy on one of their contemporary platforms, you should feel no moral guilt about pirating. because they are not making it available to the public. And that is what is wrong with contemporary copyright law, at least in the United States, is that it does not, it does nothing.
Philosophical discussion on whether or not owning it,
well,
we're not
why
going
not?
to, but the idea of owning an idea in the first place as a product with value, that is terrifying to me. And it has to do with music law. It has to do with copyright law. How does that intersect with making sure artists get paid? That's the discussion.
Well, yeah,
Discretion?
okay. But also, as I was saying, contemporary copyright law, at least in the United States, I don't know a lot about international copyright law. I do know quite a bit about United States copyright law. United States copyright law is not built in such a way that it benefits the actual people who created the thing. It is built to benefit the corporations that own the creation of the individual person. And it is not structured in such a way that those people are entitled to any benefits. A great example of this is something like the creator of Rocket Raccoon, a character who now makes single-handedly hundreds of millions of dollars on his own Rocket Raccoon merchandise, makes hundreds of millions of dollars for the parent company. The creator of Rocket Raccoon could not afford treatment for their illness because they don't actually see any of that Rocket Raccoon money. It's like an example of how this does not actually benefit the people who create it. And I love the public domain, and honestly, the way that like Disney has rat fucked the public domain.
I've been saying this a lot lately.
One of 100,000.
I'm gonna get into this from a weird angle. I've been having a lot of discussions about guilty pleasures and whether or not it makes any sense to feel guilty about something that you enjoy. And I think that that's a really powerful sentiment, and I believe that very strongly. However, enjoying,
I agree,
Disney stuff and Marvel stuff, even a little bit for me, is a guilty pleasure sometimes, because I do get pleasure out of it, because I genuinely believe, this is my spicy take, we will never be truly free until the mouse is dead. Period.
I agree.
And I mean that from like a revolutionary perspective, right? Like as people.
Yeah. And honestly, you know? Like right. And I assume it's going to be it's empty rhetoric. But
I don't know how you kill the mouse. It's basically an immortal, but like,
well, here's one thing. And I hate that I'm expressing that it's really like a let them fight, you know, Freddy versus Jason, whoever wins we lose sort of situation. But the national GOP has their big fucking shitty figureheads have been going out recently and being like, Disney, we are coming for your copyright stranglehold. We are like going to get fucking Mickey Mouse into the public domain. We want to get rid of the fucking corporate, which is like, it's so insane that that's the people that it's coming from. But it's because there's this dumbass fucking culture war between Disney and the Republican right, the Christian right, which is stupid because Disney is essentially a Christian
Disney's
company.
Incredibly, that's the thing is, Disney's been so
their products align with Judeo-Christian values,
with the right for so long, and they've made incredibly barely really performative nonsense itty bitty gestures.
Yes.
In the performative left, that is the neoliberal democratic lens, right?
Yes. And it is so insane. But like honestly, like fucking go get them.
No,
like
actually,
your shithead asshole stoppages that y'all are doing all the time. Your asinine fucking. If these fucks are the people who remove Disney's 90-year stranglehold on copyright, like we should be into the early 60s as far as what is publicly available to people, like what is in the public domain. We should be in like the early 60s at this point if the original conception of copyright law was maintained. And we are in the mid 20s because of Disney. We are in like The Great Gatsby is only just now public domain as of like a year ago, which is pathologically insane. The Great Gatsby should have been public domain 40 years ago. And it is because and Mickey Mouse is coming up again, like what, 2 years? It will. And so anyway, for our listeners, here's a little, this episode is getting chopped up into multiple pieces. And bonus episodes. That is already decided. But We haven't done that in quite a while, you and me. Woo-hoo! So this is very exciting stuff. We're back to the good old days. But not since we went off about Reagan. Have we had to make a bonus episode.
We went off about Reagan, didn't we?
And you may ask yourself, which time we went off about Reagan. But so U.S. copyright law, and I forget the exact number off the top of my head, but the original conception of U.S. copyright law was a piece of media or a created entity is held by the rights holder until either 50 years after their creation or 10 years after the death of the original creator. Now, this might sound weird to you because Mickey Mouse was created in the early 1920s, because Batman was created in the late 1930s, Superman in the mid 1930s. You're like, why are these characters still owned? Well, I'll tell you. Every time Mickey Mouse has come up for entry into the public domain, Disney has used its incredible might, and I mean incredible not in a good way, just like it defies credulity. It had to get copyright law, to lobby, to bribe, to get that extended. And it's not as if Disney would not be able to use Mickey Mouse
it just means they couldn't restrict
they could
other
sell
people's use
as
of
much
it.
Mickey Mouse as they want. Exactly. Everyone could use it. It would no longer be an exclusive stranglehold. And I think our generation, yours and my, Jace, is so freaked out by we don't understand the public domain because almost nothing has entered into the public domain in our lifetime. We get these dribbles, we get these trickles where every 10 years it's Great Gatsby's in there now. And it's the Great Gatsby's in there now?
Yeah.
Previously people have had to pay to adapt the Great Gatsby, a jazz age novel? What is going on? And that is because Disney keeps extending it and extending it and extending it. We only know a world where Batman is owned by a company, whereas Batman should have been free for you and me to use decades ago. I'll speak around it for now because we're in the very early stages, but there is a copyrighted character I am attempting to get the rights to use on an upcoming project, but he should have been public domain. Fucking 40 years ago. I should have been able to use him this entire time if I wanted to, but I can't. And so I am having to work through some back alley deals. Get some rights. I'll tell you off mic. It is not not ready for public consumption. But today I found out about it and I was like, I'm doing this. I'm making
with
this
my
happen.
show,
or I'm getting to the point where we have everything but the rights, and then I'm filing the serial numbers off, and I'm making my own guy.
No, I was just
sorry.
saying,
Go
with
ahead.
my show, I mean, one of the things about it is that it uses
my own worst enemy, which uses a lot of copyright music.
It's the intention of it is to be using 2000s pop punk music, and we are currently in the process of trying to get into the legal market or whatever it may be in order to get it up and moving. And there's a lot of just little. It's a really complicated process as far as to do legality stuff. It's permission and who owns it and what can you use and how to use it and how do you measure if it's being used in one way or another. It's there's so many specificities and people have to specialize in these fields. They're so convoluted.
Yeah, and I remember the moment that someone in the NFT sphere announced we're gonna do music NFTs, and everyone who knows anything about music copyright went, you have no idea the fucking shitstorm you are trying to walk into, because it is, I mean, it's chicanerous, it's needlessly complex, it's ridiculous, and again, it barely benefits.
No, it doesn't.
Artists,
I mean, also,
but
I just can't.
I mean, NFTs fucking suck, but I again let them fight. I want to see NFT guys go up against
that
music
would be
rights
that would be
holders.
kind of
That's what
that
I
would
want.
Be...
And I eat my popcorn and I watch and I enjoy and I laugh.
Oh man, yuck. Yeah.
But we both fucking lived through it, and I don't know. It's just strange and it's bizarre and it's obtuse, and it is Disney's fault. And these past couple weeks, there's been a lot of things that we already know, but people have represented in a way that is digestible. So like something we already knew is that like Disney / Marvel Studios, even everyone's beloved Kevin Feige, have written in these contracts that like not like it's essentially like a fucking old school mafia extortion racket with theater owners. Like if you don't put our new movie on 90% of your screens in its opening weekend, 90% of your showtimes, we won't give you the next Disney movie. And then you can't have it, which will of course doom your theater because those are the only movies anybody goes to see. But so like, and again, I mean, fuck this gentleman, but Quentin Tarantino told people pulled up an old clip of him telling a story, and his The Hateful Eight was in 2015 was supposed to yeah, remember, it's a film.
No, I saw it.
I like it. I get why most people don't. I did too. I have them
somewhere tucked away, those little playbook.
Yeah, it's good movie. I understand why most people don't like it, but it regardless of quality, he was supposed to have like an exclusive opening weekend deal with like the Cinerama Dome in Los Angeles. And he's, again, say what you will, he is Quentin Tarantino. He's one of very few filmmakers on the planet where like a new movie from this guy is like a fucking event and people go to see it no matter what it is. And Disney muscled him out. They backed the Cinerama Dome up into a corner and were like, no, The Force Awakens is going to play at this theater. All of your screens during this time, or you don't get the next thing. And they need to dominate screen. It's not important. Again, it is Disney and Marvel and Feige's quest to have Disney and Marvel be the only thing that exists. I've described it so many times as a Lovecraftian behemoth.
Yeah.
That is what it is. It is trying to take over, and that is why they are making so many fucking shows, is they want them to be the only shows that you watch. They want them to be the only movies that you go to see in the theater. That is why there are so many of them. They are trying to create a monoculture around this shit. And, like, it's fine if you like it. I literally
Disney was
don't
a straight
care.
up Nazi dude. Like...
Yeah, that guy sucked.
The entire homogeneity model is aligned. It's just no.
It's just no.
It's just no.
And, you know, listen, I have friends who do work or have worked for Disney. I don't, like, hate that. Especially, like, my animator friends. It's like...
No, look. I mean, they are the animation
that's the gig
studio.
you gotta fucking take. You gotta fucking take the... No, like, I would be like, ugh, you sold out to work at the fucking Disney animation. No. But, like... Yeah, it sucks. And listen, I participate in plenty of things that sucks. I buy my fucking X-Men comics every week. So, like, you know, I feel... I caveat myself because it's such a... It's not even a blip on Disney's financial report. You know, like, the comics industry is always operating at a break-even sort of policy. It is... But even then, I'm allowing myself that. And, like, maybe I should cut that off at some fucking point. To participate in this gross fucking system. And it sucks. And people just believe everything that dude fucking says. Kevin Feige, when he comes out in his nondescript ball caps, where he's like, actually, this is a 70s conspiracy thriller. And everyone goes, this is a 70s conspiracy. This is a 70s conspiracy thriller. And they just take him at his word.
Yeah, it's
and
interesting.
Then even after they've seen the thing.
It's kind of bizarre how for all of the films, they've relied so deeply on the nerd culture to be able to be like, we're going to tell you what the film is before you see it so that you've already accepted what it's supposed to be.
So you've already, like, you've already had the post-credit scene telling you who this guy is. We've already told you the genre that we're kind of barely aping. We've already got the bad guy. You already know how you feel about the movie before you've even stepped into the theater. And honestly, most of the time you're sitting through the movie waiting for hints to the next movie. And it's again evil in the way that it is trying to push out other, where, like, literally in order for your theater to get Doctor Strange, they're like, you need to kick out the Northmen. You need to kick out Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I am not exaggerating. Those were the marching orders. Those were the deal you had to sign to get Doctor Strange in your theater. And it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, I can already see the comic in my mentions where the guy's like, let people enjoy things. But we only ever break out the let people enjoy things guy for mass media corporate art. Where's that guy when I want to enjoy The Northman or Everything Everywhere All at Once? And people tell me I'm pretentious for seeing that instead of for going with my friend Jace to see Everything Everywhere for a third time instead of seeing Doctor Strange.
I don't know. It's bad. It's this corporate hellscape we live in is frightening, I'll tell you that. It's frightening. It's a scary world.
It's bad for artists, it's bad for art. It's
what I rewatched? I'm totally gonna change the subject right now.
Do you know what
I just watched
we're
recently?
Spiraling.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I can't remember if you've seen it or not.
Let me hear it.
The Dark Crystal.
You like The Dark Crystal? I have not seen it all the way through.
Okay.
As a kid, it was rented for me, and I bounced off of it like a fucking...
So here's what...
like
here
Turbo
is
Kid.
what I have... So, okay. We're going to watch it. I have it on DVD. And there's they've got their special features. We're going to watch the special features first, because we're not going to watch...
I will honestly probably like that more. Do you know what I mean? Like, watching them operate all the puppets, like, that is what I will enjoy about
They've
the
got the,
Dark Crystal.
featurette kind of thing where they talk about the puppets and they show how a lot of it is done. Very fucking cool. But the other thing that they do, that they have is, so, the Skeksis, the big scary bird reptilian
the bird guys.
things. Yeah. They originally a lot of the story was told with a lot less language and a lot less, like, it was a lot more visual storytelling. It was a lot more on the experimental side. And
my understanding is that Henson was trying to, like, it's not adult in like a racy way, but he was trying to make children. Like puppet-based dark fantasy that wasn't for children. Exactly, not for children.
Right?
Exactly.
And they have in the special features. So originally the Skeksis spoke like a different language. If they did speak, and they barely spoke. They barely said words, but they had a different language that they spoke. And there are original screen prints I think that's what they call them in the special features. You can watch what it looks like when they record it with the original, what the dialogue said, before the producers say go back and put more language so people will understand what they're doing, right? And the thing is, you watch it with the minimal dialogue and it's just like sounds, and it's like a totally different scene. And the pacing is it's captivating. The way that you're just looking at these, because then it becomes this kind of animalistic, I don't even know how to describe. It becomes very clearly.
It's like animals interacting. It's like you are observing a culture you cannot understand.
It's a storytelling medium that is not the same thing as spoken word, and it's this kind of.
Jim was on some shit.
Jim was a hippie motherfucker.
Jim was a hippie motherfucker. Jim was a fucking as crunchy of a hippie as you've ever seen.
I mean, and also the Dark Crystal is from my understanding, kind of like the amalgamation and the creation of just about every, foundationally of just about every modern practical effects technique.
Sure, yeah, a very big technical film that pushed so many technical things forward. The envelope got fucking pushed.
Absolutely
with the Dark Crystal.
Massive. Yeah, and it's wow. It's so cool. The featurette is also really cool to watch how they make it. But I want you to see, because the thing is, when you watch it with the original in that language, you're like, damn, this movie could have been nuts. This movie could have been absolutely people would have watched it and been like, I don't know what the fuck I just got transported to, but that was stunning. And the fact that some people still have that response with the added stuff is just a testament to how strong the design was for that piece and how they did everything. We're gonna absolutely. I love it so much. I love it so much. I watched it again recently.
Yeah. You bring that. I'll bring Darkman.
Yes!
I'll bring my Darkman Blu-ray. And we'll have a good old time, because Darkman's 90 minutes. Every Sam Raimi movie that is not a superhero film is a tight.
But 90. Darkman is a superhero.
It is. Okay, let's talk about Darkman. Great. So Darkman comes out in 1990 with like little known actor Liam Neeson, little known up and coming actor Frances McDormand. It's an interesting film because this is right after, because obviously it's a year after Tim Burton's Batman, which was a huge movie in a lot of ways. A gigantic financial film, and of course when something is a big hit, studios want to capitalize on that. Studios want to make more money on things like that. But for some reason, when Tim Burton's Batman came out, they did not compute that people want superhero movies. They computed that people want like 40s pulp heroes. So that's how you get Billy Zane as the Phantom. That's how you get the Shadow starring Alec Baldwin. Like all Dick Tracy is because of that. The Warren Beatty Dick Tracy. And that is how those movies get made. Raimi is coming in, and Raimi is an old school fucking comic book nerd, and you know that if you have seen his Spider-Man films. Like, say what you will about any of them, no one to this day has better translated the feeling of reading a comic book to screen. Warts and like the archness, the over dramatization, the stylization, and it doesn't like, it's not Ang Lee Hulk where like you're literally seeing comic panels, but like you watch his movies and you're like, this is what reading a 60s comic book feels like when you are watching his Spider-Man films. And Darkman is like a perfect translation of like action comics pre-Superman, you know, like strange detective tales, like a comic book like that. But he wanted to make The Shadow, but they didn't get the rights to it. For some reason, they just would not clear it. So he makes up a guy. He makes up Darkman. He's just like, we'll come up with a guy. He's all burned. He can put on other people's faces and make impressions of them. Oh no, Jace is gone. Jace died. And yeah. Anyway, that is the story of Darkman. This has been a Talkback Podcast.
That was quite a show, very entertaining.
Please tell your friends about this show.
Boopy doopy doop boop sex.
Larry, I'm on DuckTales.
Dinner party.